Hi guys, Fireplays here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be ranking AFL trades. Alright guys, so in today's video we've got the tier maker up here. We're going to be ranking AFL trades. Now this is Cardman 22's his tier list for them, so I'm going to be doing this is just my opinion. So I've changed the thing: superstar, pretty good in their best team, good to have, and reserve level. So reserve level being Sandful, Waffle, VFL, you get what I mean. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to start off with Adam Cerra, who's going to be a Carlton superstar. I can tell you that right now. He's going to be a Carlton superstar. Now I'm going to make a video talking about how each player got there. Again, that'll take a little while to make, a little while to come out. So it might be out next week, perhaps. We'll see. But if not next week, the week after. We've got Callum Coleman-Jones next. He's going to be in their best team. He's going to be pretty good to he's going to be good to have, but I'm going to say that he's in their best team. He will make North best 22. Darcy Fort. Interesting one. I'm going to say he's a good player to have. I don't think he makes their best 22 right now. But he's going to be a very good player to have. And just in case, like, they're probably going to need some ruck support, so he will fill that role. And he'll probably make their best team a lot, but when Hipwood comes back, he will be reserve level, you'd be thinking. I reckon George Hewitt makes the team for Carlton. Carlton, they've had so many good trade periods, and I'm sure of it that he'll make the team. Jake Kelly, he's a pretty good player. He's a pretty good player. He'll be nice. He'll be good to have, but not in the good to have section. He'll be in the pretty good section. He will come in and he'll do good for the Bombers. I can just tell. Now next up we've got Jeremy Finlayson. Now Port Adelaide got a lot of tools. I don't know if he'll make the team, so I'm debating between either good to have or in their best team. I'm going to say he's going to be in the good to have section, but I'm going to say that he's going to go above Darcy Fort. Now, Jeremy Finlayson, he's a good goal kicker. He's a tool, and then he can pretty much turn into a crummer if he needs to at some time. So he's a good player to have. He's a real good player to have. But I just think he just misses out on the best 22 for now, until Port work out their tool issues. John Segler. He's a good one to have. I don't know if he makes their best 22. I'm going to say he's good to have. Jonathan Segler is a good player to have in the team. Again, it's another ruck. I remember watching Deadline Day, and as soon as Darcy Fort happened, the deals happened one after another. It was like falling dominoes. They happened that quickly. It was crazy. And yeah, next up we are gonna have Jordan Clark, who I reckon he could be a superstar for Fremantle. I do think he could really be a superstar, but I'm gonna put him in pretty good in front of Jake Kelly. Now, personally, I'm a fan of Jordan Clark. I love him, so good. He's one of my favourite players in the league. But yeah, he's so good, Jordan Clark. I love him as a player, and I'm really excited to see what his future holds at Fremantle, because he's going to get some game time there. He's probably going to get some more midfield minutes and all that, what he likes, and yeah, really exciting. Now, definitely one of my favourite players, Jordan Dawson. Not because I'm a Crows fan, I just think he's going to be a superstar anyway. And he already is a superstar, same with Cerra, and Clark will be a superstar. I can tell. They are going to be superstars, Cerra and Dawson. All the young players, I genuinely think will be really good superstars, and the reason why some of them move clubs is either because of family or to get more opportunities. And I love that Jordan Dawson came to the Crows. Now, that was probably one of the biggest questions of the trade period. Oh, will this one go down? It did end up going down for Melbourne's future first. I'm happy the Crows got Dawson, and yeah, he's going to really, not necessarily fill the void of Jake Kelly, but he's going to really help our team. And he's going to get to play in the midfield. Because I heard that the Crows might play him across the wing on the midfield. kick inside forward 50 and all that. Lewis Young. He's going to be a good to have, I reckon. I don't think he's going to make the team. I mean, he might. He might make the team. I don't know. I'm debating between in their best team or good to have. I'm going to say... Oh, that's a tough one. I would put him in good to have. I'll put him there. Good to have. Now, good to have and in their best team are very closely linked. That means that they can be in and out of the team pretty much. Is what I'm thinking. I reckon, like Lewis Young, he was a good... It was involved in a three-way swap, sending Piotrowski-Seton to the West Coast, sending pick 52 to the Dogs and Lewis Young to the Blues. So, Blues turned Sam Piotrowski-Seton into Lewis Young. And Lewis Young, he's a good player. Not as good as like some of the best in the league, but he's a decent player. So yeah, it'll be nice to have for Carlton. Luke Dunstan, he doesn't make Melbourne's best 22. You can tell that right now, but he's a good player to have. And I'm going to put him ahead of... I'm not going to put him ahead of Finlayson, but I'm going to put him ahead of Fort, Segler and Young. Now, Luke Dunstan, he's a ball magnet. But I saw this the other day, the way he uses the ball isn't good. So, Melbourne signed him as a free agent. They got him for free. So, of course, if there's someone like him out there, you can really turn his efficiency use behind him and get him to hit targets better. But he's a good player to have. He's a good player to have, and I reckon Melbourne will like that. Just add another big person in the midfield will really make them an even scarier team than what they already are. Mubby Chol, no doubt about it, he does make Gold Coast best 22. He's a pretty good player, but he's still going to be going behind Witts, behind King. There's still going to be a couple of players that he's still going to fall behind. So, I'm going to say Mubby Chol is in their best team. Yeah, he's going to be a great player though, and he's still young. Now that the Tigers received pick 38 as compensation for him because he moved as a free agent. But yeah, it was... the future's bright for Mubby Chol. That's all I'm going to say. That he's got a really nice future ahead of him. Max Lynch. Now that this was the final part of the Ruck merry-go-round, which Max Lynch, again, a good to have player. It's not like he's gonna make their best 22, I don't think. And there's a couple of other players which I know who will, but that are still in this list. But Max Lynch is a good to have. He's definitely not quite there yet. Like if he's playing in Collingwood in their reserves, and you know Hawthorn have a better team, well, then he's not really going to get a chance. So, yeah. Nathan Kruger. Again, he's another good one to have. It's not like he's going to turn the whole game around. And who knows, some of these players could be superstars, but it's like the older ones like Segler, Fort, those Dunstan, those people aren't really going to be superstars. But yeah, Nathan Kruger, he's going to come in and he's probably going to play some good footy for the Magpies, but I just don't think he's going to get into that best 22 in the first couple of rounds. But he is someone who I think will. I reckon Pat Lipinski does get a spot in Collingwood's best 22. He's young, he's got lots of footy ahead of him. He could be a superstar for sure. Same with Callum Coleman-Jones. Pretty much anyone in their best team could be a superstar, I feel. They could very well be. Now we've got Peter Laddams. I'm going to put them in their best team. Because he can play down forward. And I feel like Peter Laddams is going to be such a great player. In fact, I would put him up in Superstar. But to be in the Superstar ranking, you have to be in their best 22 first. And you have to play really well. So I'm assuming that Peter Laddams is going to be in their best team. He's been really good for Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide were like, you're down the pecking order. We've got Hayes emerging. We've got Lysett, who's still going to be here for a little while. Finlayson's now just come in. Laddams wanted out. So, well, yeah, then here you go. Peter Lums, I reckon he's going to be a star for the Swans. But, again, he's just got to work there first. Tarrant, now, he's pretty old. I reckon he's going to... I think he accepted a 2-year deal with the Richmond Tigers. I reckon after that he's going to be retiring, or what, maybe one more 1-year deal perhaps after that. But, yeah. Tarrant, he's still got some good footy left in him. And I heard this. If he hadn't have been playing for North Melbourne, he would have won 4 or 5 All-Australians. 4 or 5 All-Australian times. He would have won an All-Australian jacket 4 or 5 times if he wasn't playing for North Melbourne. But, yeah, Tarrant, he's going to be a good player to have for the Richmond Tigers. Sam Tresky-Seaton. I don't know if he goes into West Coast Best 22. I reckon he's just a good-to-have player. Good-to-have player. We'll do Tim O'Brien last. Will Brodie. I don't know. Does he make their Best 22? Maybe. Because Clark kind of fills that midfield role. I reckon Brodie's going to be in their best team. Through the midfield, he's going to be good. I reckon if Freeman will do the right thing with him, he can be an absolute gun. Final person is Timmy O'Brien. He went to the Dogs as a free agent for free as soon as they lost Lewis Young. I reckon he's either, again, a good to have or a in their best team. I don't know. I reckon Tim O'Brien makes the Dogs' best team. So, let's go back around. So, we had Adam Cerra and Jordan Dawson making the superstar rank. We had pretty good Jordan Clark and Jake Kelly in their best team. Callum Coleman-Jones, George Stewart, Mubby Troll, Pat Lipinski, Peter Laddams, Robbie Tarrant, Will Brodie, and Tim O'Brien. And then, as a good-to-have player, Jeremy Finlayson, Luke Dunstan, Darcy Fort, Jonathan Segler, Lewis Young, Max Lynch, Nathan Kruger, Sam Tresky-Seaton. And in the reserve level, we had no one. And yes, some of these people are going to be playing in the reserves, but no one right now really fits that role. So I'm pretty happy with the way it is. I might change a couple. I'm not quite entirely sure. But I think I'm pretty happy with the way it is. I reckon Callum Coleman-Jones will be pretty good, but I'm going to leave him in the best team. I don't think I need to de-elevate or elevate anyone, so I'm pretty happy to leave it like that. So I will be trying my very best to get out a video looking back at all the trades, how they were made, and a little bit of a profile of each player. But I do hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you guys will be notified when more videos come out. That's it from me now, guys. So bye, guys. Fireplays out.